As job seekers, you're trying to find a way to get that job interview, right? So I'm going to talk to you today about how to get ready for that interview. It's preparation time. Make sure you have a great resume. What do I mean by that? Make sure there are no spelling errors. Make sure that you reference your experience, your skills in a way that makes sense for the job that you're going after. Do not apply to every job that's out there. Also, I'll give you some don'ts on your resume. Do not put your picture on your resume. Put your picture, updated picture, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, but not on your resume. The other thing to be careful about on your resume is do not put your references on your resume. When you're asked after an interview for a list of references, then you can provide the list. All right, you've got a great resume, you've applied, and you have the chance at an interview. Let's get you ready. Do your research. Research the company. What do they do? How long have they been in business? Make sure you look them up and get familiar with the people who are going to be interviewing you. If it's a panel interview, make sure you look at the descriptions of who they are, what their experience is. They should tell you when you are called for the interview if it's going to be a one-on-one interview or a panel interview. So be prepared. Feel free to ask that question. You don't want to be surprised with 7 people sitting behind a conference table in front of you. That can be pretty scary if you're not ready. So do your research. Know a lot about the company that you're interviewing with. Then practice. Practice your answers to questions. Get a long list of interview questions and practice your answers. Have someone ask you the questions, give your answers, and ask them how you did. Were you clear? Did you ramble all over the place? So practice is hugely important. Don't just practice in your head. Practice out loud. You sound different out loud than you do in your head. Then reread the job description. Make sure that you highlight the skills, the qualities they're looking for, and match your skills to those required in the job description so that you can say, I bring this skill to the job, this is my experience, so you're prepared that you can answer questions related to that job. The next thing is to remember to answer the questions you're asked with the S.T.A.R. method. A situation, a task, an action, and a result. Practice those. If you have some scenarios that you can talk to, you'll be a much better interviewee, and you can talk better about your qualities and your skills. Do have a list of references with you. If you're asked, present the list. If you're not asked, they might call you to get the list of references later. Make sure that you contact your references and ask their permission to put them on your reference list. It's hugely embarrassing sometimes to have somebody on the list who doesn't know why they're being called, so make sure you prepare your references. And let them know what job you're interviewing for, what company you're interviewing for, and let them know to expect a call. That way, you're serving yourself really well. Have examples of situations that you've been involved in, projects you've been involved in, and why were you successful? What did you do? What was your contribution? Have those ready. You don't want to stumble all over the place when you're trying to answer an interviewer's questions. You want to shine, you want to show off your skills. This is the time to do it when you're interviewing. The other thing that interviewees forget to do is to have a list of questions for the interviewer. I've been a recruiter, and at the end of an interview, I'll say, do you have any questions for me? And if the interviewee says, nope, many times a candidate will have lost a job because of that. No questions, no curiosity. Have a list of questions to ask the interviewer, at least 1 or 2 questions. Get to know how you would be spending your time. What are the challenges that they see in the job? What other departments are you going to work with? What's the next step in the interview process? Ask those questions. The interviewer will welcome your questions, and it shows that you're interested. Good luck.